young lady decided to walk into my room at 3 in the morning, and she says, I'm just trying to find my position. My brain in that moment exploded. I don't know what she was trying to say. Oh my God, I have a story. Okay, 4th of July weekend was this weekend, right? My sister decided to invite over like 4 of her friends to spend the night at my house because we have a guest room with a bunk bed in it and like a pull-out. So there's 3 beds in the guest room. We have a couch someone can sleep on. My sister has a room and my other sister isn't here. So there was ample space for people to sleep. So she invited over 4 of her friends to hang out and spend like the next 3 days at my house for 4th of July, right? The first night they're here, I stay up late, okay? First of all, I'm a live streamer, okay? If you know a single live streamer that is a nighttime or afternoon live streamer with a normal sleep schedule, you are lying to me, okay? You're not telling the truth. You're on some fictitious ass shit, okay? But besides that, I was up late. I was up at like 3, okay? I actually kind of fell asleep early because I was still a bit like jet lagged. And by jet lagged, I mean my body was actually on a normal sleep schedule for once. Because I was in Europe, right? I wake up, like I was asleep for like maybe an hour. And I had to take, no meme. Listen, we're very open here on the Quinn Benet channel, okay? I do not care, all right? That's one thing you're gonna learn if you're new. I don't care. So I had to take a mad dookie, okay? I'm not gonna hold you. Like liquid ass dookie, okay? All that hot sauce I ate like a week ago finally caught up to me, okay? It took that long to fully digest, but now it was primed and ready, I guess, okay? I was fighting World War III in that bitch, okay? I literally had a volcano, all right? I had acid, okay? I had lava pooling out from between my cheeks, okay? My 2 mountainous bumps had a brown burning liquid projectile ejecting into my toilet. Someone said about damn time. And we understand, we get it. I'm just making sure you know. And if you're eating, my apologies. Don't eat while watching me. So I was sitting in my bathroom as one does, you know, on the porcelain throne when they're taking a durra, okay? And I have a door here, right? That's to my bathroom. And then out my door to the right of that, it leads to the hallway where the rooms are. And then outside of that, there's another door that connects to this bathroom. So there's a door from the hallway and from my room that connects to this bathroom, right? I normally just lock the one that goes to the hallway when I use the bathroom because most people don't go through my room to go to the bathroom. And if it's locked, they'll know, hey, someone's using it. But for whatever reason, I had a inkling, a urge to lock this door as well. Okay, which I never do. And I'm sitting on this toilet, right? I hear my sister's friend, who I remember kind of overhearing, that she was a little bit drunk and they put her to bed in that bunk bedroom, which is right out there. And she was like, okay, yeah, like kind of incoherent. And my sister was like, you're gonna sleep here. If you need anything, you can come get me. I'm across the house, da-da-da-da-da-da. And that was that. And so an hour later, while I'm, you know, porcelain, I'm sitting on my porcelain throne, you know what I'm saying? Lava pooling out. I hear someone trying to open the door. And I was like, okay, they realize it's locked. They'll get it. They'll, you know, off. But no, instead of off, what this girl did, okay, this young lady decided to walk into my room at 3 in the morning. First of all, how do you know I'm not asleep? Okay, like that is just odd. But you know what? It's okay. I get it. You know, maybe you really had to durra or, you know, in the toilet. I understand. Sometimes, you know, your primal urge to, you know, excrete whatever liquid or solid matter waste from your body takes over and you just don't think about manners. I understand. And she starts trying to open that door and she's really trying to open it. Like I see like the door handle and then there's that little like plate around it kind of. That whole thing is shifting from how aggressive she's moving it. And I'm like, this girl's gonna break the lock. Like I'm gonna like be sitting here fully naked, you know, durra pouring out. And this young girl that I've never met until a day ago is gonna walk in on me, okay, fully naked, just taking a massive dump. Thank God she couldn't get the door open. But then she decides to walk around and open the door from the other side again. And then I hear her walk between these two doors, trying to open both for like the next 5 minutes. Okay, at this point, I can't even like poop in peace. I'm literally so anxious on the toilet like this. I'm like scared she's gonna break open one of these doors. I'm like, I have like my pants that I'm grasping, ready to just like pull them up, just in case she pops that, pops that open, okay? And thankfully she never does. And then I hear her, she like starts walking across the other side of the house, and she's very heavy-footed. So she's walking and it's like she does not care. Like she is heavy-footed as hell. And so I hear her go into my sister's room. Okay, I have pretty good ears. And she like, the door hinge is open, they need to be, oiled. And then I hear her kind of thump around there, and the thumps get more faint. And then I'm like, okay, maybe she finally realized she can use the bathroom over there. And keep in mind, when she was banging on this door, I forgot to add this detail. I turned the fan off and I yelled to her, hey, I'm using this bathroom. If you need to use one, there's one across the house. She said nothing. She stopped tugging on the door. I turned the fan back on. And then she tries to go to that door again. And then she tries the other one again. And then finally she goes across the house. Like she, we're back to that part of the story. She finally goes across the house. At this point, I'm like, I think she's sleepwalking. Like, I don't think she's this drunk. Like, I actually just think she's sleepwalking. Because then I hear her trying to mess with the bunk bed door. And then I hear her go back across the house to my sister's room and come back. And at this point, I'm like, I don't even think she needs to use the bathroom. I think she's just like roaming around. Like, I quite literally think she is just roaming around the premises. Okay? Like, I don't understand what's happening. I finish, going da-da-da, okay? I wipe, I flush, I wash hands. And when I'm doing this, I hear her thump away from my room again and go across the house. So I'm like, okay, part of me is concerned about what this girl is doing, okay? Another part of me is like, am I getting robbed? And then the third part of me was like, not concerned about getting robbed or this girl's safety, but just curious what was happening. And to be honest, the one out of those three that was the most strong of a thought was me just being curious about what's happening, okay? I honestly was not that concerned for her safety and was not that concerned that it could be a robber. Because, listen, she was thumping around the house for a good, 5 minutes without my assistance, and she didn't run into anything. So I'm kind of like, we're okay. So what I do is I post some cool guy in a TV show, trying to be like, what you doing? Move. And I just wait by my door, okay? My room door, for her to come back over here. And I wait out of view so that when she's coming from my sister's room, there's like an open like kind of upstairs area. And then there's a little hallway. Then there's to the left, there's my door. And to the right, there's the other one. So I wait right behind the little divot in the wall for her to just come back. Because I just want to see what she's doing. And when she's about to pass me, I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, she looks at me like this. She's like, oh my God, you scared me. And I'm like, are you okay? And she says, eyes wide, like she's seen a ghost. Yeah, she was kind of like hunched over like this, like, I'm just, you want to know what she says? You want to know what she says? She says, I'm just trying to find my position. What? My brain in that moment exploded. I don't know what she was trying to say, okay? There were like 8 different thoughts, okay? And I was like, position, maybe she means bedroom. Position, maybe she means she's like a little bit disoriented. Position, maybe she means balance. Position, maybe she's trying to, I don't know, like, some unholy stuff. Position, maybe she's like lost. Like, I'm like, maybe she's like actually asleep. Like, it just made no sense to me. I was like, huh? Maybe she's possessed. I don't know. I was like, are you okay? And she was like, yeah. She grabs my shoulder. She's like, I'm fine. And then she starts trying to walk past me and go back into my room. And I'm like, so I kind of step over to the side and I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm trying to find my position. I'm like, I just didn't know what to say to this. Like, I had my brain could not formulate a ample response to this random statement she kept repeating. Like, it was like she was like an NPC and her dialogue box is like corrupted. And she was just saying like the words jumbled up. Like, it made no sense. Okay. She said the exact same thing 4 times. And I was like, do you need me to get you something, like some water? Do you need me to, like, you know, help you get to your bed? Like, do you need to use the bathroom? And she was like, no, like, sorry. I know, like, I'm not a part of this, like, family, and I don't want to, like, you know, walk around like I own this, you know, house and like, have my place here. But like, so I'm just trying to be polite and like find my position. I was like, you don't want to roam around like you own the place and you're trying to find your position, but you roamed around like you own the place and you cannot find your position. So like, girl, what are we doing? The math is not mathing, okay? 1 + 1 does not equal 2 in your brain. It equals like 69, okay? And not even 69, okay? Like the square root of 69 divided by 3, you know, over like, you know, a factorial of like 7 or something. Like, it made no sense. She was doing calculus, okay? And I was doing addition. And she didn't need to be doing calculus. She just needed to do some addition, okay? So I was like, what? Like, I was like, is she just this drunk, or is she, I still couldn't tell if she was drunk or actually sleepwalking. Because sometimes when they're sleepwalking, they can talk, they can look, their eyes will be open, they'll be seemingly coherent. But I was like, I don't know if she was sleepwalking because she like got startled by me. But I don't know. Maybe people with sleepwalking can do that. I don't know. Sleepwalking is like kind of a unknown thing to me. Like, I don't exactly understand how it works. Was she slurring? No, she wasn't slurring at all. She was not slurring at all. She was like talking very clearly, but it was like very slow. She was like, I'm just trying to find my position. And she seemed like she was like scared to tell me what she was saying. And I was like, okay, do you need me to get my sister? And she was like, oh, yeah, where is your sister? And like said one of the other girls' name, like Laura. And I'm like, they put you to bed like in your room like 2 hours ago. In that room, and they're asleep. Everyone's asleep. And she's like, okay. And then she just completely, she literally does this. She goes 180s, walks into the bunk bed room, and I'm not even trying to be dramatic. This is exactly what she does to the bed. Literally turns around like this, walks up to the bed, okay, and does this. I'm so dead ass. She just completely, boom, like stiff bodies and falls right onto the bed, and her feet were sticking up like it made no sense. I'm like, if you're drunk, wouldn't your legs be tired? They're just like, I was like, I literally sat there and I stared at this seemingly cursed laying down method. Okay. And I just looked at this and I was like waiting for her body to just relax. And it never did. It never did. What also impressed me even more is you have to remember, this is a bunk bed. So there's a bed above her and she seemingly face planted onto the lower part of the bed, did not hit her head. Okay. And did that. Like, I was a little impressed, confused, and like all around just not understanding like what just happened. And so I literally looked at this. I so wish I took a picture. I just didn't think about it. I was so puzzled. I couldn't even like fathom taking a picture. And I just sat there. And I was like, okay, I guess she found her position. And and so I just slowly closed the door. fucking go back to my room. I really wanted to go to sleep. I was tired as hell. I was like, you know what? She's fine. Okay. I mean, she's probably not fine, but like, she's not going to fall down the stairs. That was my main concern, because right by her room is the staircase, and I was kind of worried she would fall down the stairs. So if she's not going to fall down the stairs, I'm going to sleep. So what I did is I went to my room, okay, and I locked my door, because like I don't want her to walk in on me like at 3 in the morning, and suddenly, you know, she's in the bed next to me, and she's like, hello, sorry, I'm trying to find my position. Like, no. I was not taking a chance, okay? I did not want to wake up with this girl's face in front of my face, and like I seemingly, you know, not only was I dookie in the bathroom, I would have been dookie in my bed too, because that would have scared the living out of me, okay? Like I probably decked her in the face and, you know, cut an assault charge because I thought she was possessed, all right? So I locked my door. The next morning I wake up, I go downstairs, okay? And I'm like, guys, girls, she was still asleep. I got to tell you something. So I tell everyone the story. You know, it's funny, haha. So she eventually wakes up, and I ask her about it. She did not remember anything. Not anything. Nothing. She didn't remember getting up out of bed. She didn't remember using the bathroom. She didn't remember roaming around. She didn't remember seeing me. She didn't remember speaking. She didn't remember anything. Not even her position. So then, I start telling her the story. And halfway through the story, she gets so embarrassed. Keep in mind, I'm only telling it to her at this point. Like, I already told it to everyone else, but I didn't do that in front of her, okay? Which, like, I think would have been funny too, but I think that's a little bit kind of mean. But I told it to her to kind of see, maybe jog her memory a bit, remember nothing. And halfway through the story, she got so embarrassed, she just left. She was like, I can't. And then she went outside. So I think she either started to remember or she just actually was so embarrassed she left. I don't know. Maybe she knows she sleepwalks. She just didn't want to admit it. I don't know. But I was like, my dad was there, so then I told my dad the rest of the story. But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Maybe she found a position, I guess. I don't know. It was weird though. It was really weird. You know, it was a moment. That's it. I don't really know. I learned nothing. I gained nothing from this, but it happened. This was literally 2 days ago.